So Kimmel will address the people tonight. If I was him, I'd come out and say, look, this had nothing to do with Charlie Kirk. That was my bad. This had nothing to do with him or his family. This is a pissing contest between me and the president, and I don't like him, and you guys know that. And for us getting caught up in that situation, I apologize. That was wrong of me. And then do whatever you're going to do. And then tomorrow, people will talk about it on the radio and stuff because nobody's watching it because nobody stays up that late. And the people that do are watching YouTube or stuff on their phone. That's it. Who's his first guest tonight? Now, if it was Colbert, his first guest would be Adam Schiff, Nancy Pelosi.
Ben Powell, I think.
Oh, Glenn Powell. That guy's funny.
Glenn Powell.
He is, he's got that new Chad Powers show where he plays the former college football player for the Oregon Ducks who drops the football before he gets to the end zone and his college career is ruined. And then he's coming back as another guy, like where he puts on makeup to play. It's like Tootsie, but football. By the way, just to let you know, Ken, Mike Grundy, they just fired him from Oklahoma State.
Yeah, Gundy. Mike Gundy.
Mike Gundy. Man, there goes
kicked him in the grundles.
Right in the grundles. There goes one of the great mullets of all time. Right out the window.
Yeah, they've been having a lot of issues.
They suck.
Yeah,
remember his controversy? Didn't he like Trump and he got in trouble for that? Or he said something about Trump?
Oh.
And he gave back $1 million a year in his income because he said something that offended
I think
kids.
he was pushing back on Black Lives Matter or something, and that upset one of the players and started a big row.
So somebody said I fear it's only going to be a speech about free speech. You know what? They should never have taken him off the air. What Disney should have done, knowing full well who Jimmy Kimmel was and the disdain that he had, they should have went to him and said, look, dude, temperature's up. You're done until, what it would have been this week. And then you can go back. That's it. We don't ask a lot of you. We pay you a lot of money to suck. And they should have thought forward in that sense. I was talking to Matt about this yesterday. Trump likes the battle with the press. He didn't like to be made fun of. Where he can battle the press and say, you're wrong, you're lying, I did this, I did that. He enjoys that. They need each other. They do. Where it's different in this situation because Trump's not there. He doesn't feel like he can battle back. And I don't think ABC would have taken him off, really, outside of the other places acting. And we'll see what that looks like. 60 stations aren't going to carry him? So I don't know what that means. I keep going. Nobody wants to take up my idea. What's
that idea, Brother Chad?
So my idea was you bring everybody in like it's a regular show, and then you just pick a name from one of the people that are in the audience, and you're going to host the show.
Oh.
We've written everything up for you. You're going to come out and horribly deliver the lines.
Well, you can't suck worse than Kimmel.
No, exactly. You're going to, yeah. I mean, Kimmel doesn't write his own. Kimmel is not a stand-up comic. And if you've never done and I will say this, if you've never done comedy, go to an open mic night just once and throw yourself up there for 3 or 4 minutes with nothing to say that you think you've got, because you think you're funny at work. And they're like, oh, this is different. But having somebody that's just, like we said yesterday, Maud from Buttnut, Wisconsin.
Buttnut.
Have her host it, right? It'll be fantastic. She could be up there asking questions to whoever, has got the latest book or movie that's out. Any one of here's Harry Styles, and he'll be like, they could talk about knitting. That's the thing. That would be interesting because I would tune into that just to see what that would look like.
So essentially, you'd sit in front of the tracks to watch the train wreck.
Well, no, because why is YouTube so popular? YouTube's so popular for a lot of reasons, but it's not only it's the entertainment that you want on demand, but it's also the stuff that goes viral, the stuff where people get big. It's because it's not overproduced, because it's just usually regular people before they become Mr. Beast. And they have 400 people working for them. So there is that. And it would be kind of interesting to put somebody into that position where they, because terrified most people would be. I bet you'd have to go through 20 people probably to find somebody. And I don't want somebody who's an actor that's there. You know what I mean? I don't want you want somebody who's really on vacation. That would be, because how many times how about this? Guys, how many times does stuff go viral when you're watching the Foo Fighters and some kid's like 12 and he's holding up a sign says, I want to play, this, and they let him come up and he plays guitar, drums, and everybody loves it. Now imagine that, though, just in a different way. And I bet you people would watch it. I bet you they would. The Kimmel's guest should be Harry Carey. Like the Harry Carey, the great announcer. Hey, everybody, it's me, Harry. He was the greatest. You ever go back and watch old Harry Carey stuff? He said stuff that today would get him so...
Oh, without a doubt. But
hey, everybody, it's me, Harry.
I think Farrell's imitation of him is funnier than Harry.
That's great. He would say, like, when he tried to say Hideo Nomo, the pitcher from the Dodgers, it was so bad. It was just, but that's what made him great. That was the great thing about Harry. Hey, everybody. See, here's the thing. Somebody said Nate Bargatze or Theo Vaughn. No, because they're the part of that is the fact that they're professionals. You want somebody that's not the professional. That's what's going to give it that regular feeling of something that would be cool. If you're going to keep, I don't know, Matt and I were chatting yesterday. The only one of these shows I see surviving past next year is The Tonight Show, and that's only because it's The Tonight Show. That's it. It's the name, it's the history, it's the legacy, but that's the only reason. That's the only one I see surviving past next year. So we'll see what happens tonight.
And that show's still they'll get to a point where they're relying more on post-broadcast streams than they are on the actual broadcast.
Yeah. One of the things, so I went and dug through, I finally got to go see exactly, because Disney, and everybody's like, well, he loses so much money for Disney. The show itself has 200 writers, and he does lose money. The issue, though, isn't the show. It's all the other things that he does for Disney that makes them money, which I found to be fascinating. And he makes them a decent amount of money on other things. So the budget itself, this is what's crazy. I didn't realize, first of all, there's 3 of us here, right? 2.5. Ken and I do a lot of the work, and there's Bell.
Thanks.
No, just kidding. But there's 3 of us here to do the show. Ken's doing the news. I'm yammering. You and I, Bell's running. He's flying the spaceship. We're doing all the stuff. There's 200 people to work on his show. Doing what? That's what I want to know. Doing what? But what they say is he makes so much money for them outside of the show itself. They said Jimmy makes them money, which is a difficult decision for them because not a lot's been making them money for a while. That includes a ton of stuff when it comes to the Oscars is a big deal, right? He makes them a ton of money for that because he hosts it, and that's not going to cost him $10 million. On top of that, the stuff that he does online makes them a ton of money. Ad revenue for several different things that he does for them is a winner for him. It's not the show itself.
So why don't you cancel the show, stem the bleeding, and just go with the other stuff?
That's a great question. The show itself, they say, loses about $20 million a year, even though he is number one in the vaunted 18 to 49 slot, which is what they want. It still loses a ton of money a year. Which, again, but they said, here's the thing. This is where Jimmy Kimmel kills it. And this is where it's going to be. The affiliate fees were big, but online ads and his sponsorship deals, as well as all of his brand building and his Oscars, make them money.
Yes, 7007 said you could say his late night show is a side hustle.
Yeah, it is. That's it. Well, it's like, what's her name? MSNBC, Rachel Maddow. She makes, $25 million a year hosting a show once a week and doing a podcast that nobody could find, which I've never understood. I mean, it's a great deal if you can get it on MS now.
It's for her, but I mean, how much are they bleeding out over that?
Well, you know what? That's one of those deals where the person was probably good friends with the people that were negotiating the contract in there. They knew that they were going to sell in the future. They knew that the writing was probably on the wall. They got her a great deal because everybody's a pal. And they said, let everybody else, the suckers who buy this thing, take it over. But still, that's a lot of money. So we'll see. I don't know what it's going to be like tonight. I'm not going to watch it because it's past my bedtime.
Yeah, I'm probably going to watch an episode of Twilight Zone and then maybe Andy Griffith and go to bed.
It's funny. The other night, I texted Bell. I said, Bell, I need the computer because my other computer was having issues. So he goes,
his laptop.
I was like, all right, I'm watching Andy Griffith.
Yeah, he texts me, he goes, what are you doing? I said, watching Andy Griffith. Can you bring me my computer?
Because it's great. It's wholesome fun.
Absolutely.
That's what we need, more wholesome fun.
Even though it was during the height of the Vietnam War, and there was no mention of the war.
No.
It's still a great show.
Still a great show. Still a great show. Somebody said they would watch the train wreck if we were going to do the person from the crowd hosting the show.
If we were going to do it.
Well, they're not going to. Why not? We should go pitch it on our way to FatCon. Oh, I would so love that. Because you want to, and I want it to be totally real. Like I'm talking like we're going to pitch this thing. Why not, though? All right?
Yeah.
Crazier things have happened. I mean, Rick Dees had Disco Duck as a number one hit. Crazier things can happen. We could go pitch this show, and they might go, hey, that's a good idea.
There was that truckers song,
Convoy,
that was popular with everybody but truckers. Truckers hated that song, from what I understand.
Why would they hate that song?
They just didn't think it was very realistic. You're not going to go crashing a gate doing 98.
You're not talking about Rubber Ducky?
Rubber.
Remember that?
Yes.
Breaker 9, Rubber Ducky, whatever they said. What was that guy's name?
I can't remember. C.W. McCall.
C.W. McCall.
One-hit wonder.
One-hit wonder, man.
Oh, man, I should have used that tomorrow.
You can use that tomorrow. We're cool with that one. And by the way, if you guys have one-hit wonders, tomorrow's One-Hit Wonder Wednesday. Start sending your one-hit wonders in now.
Yes, sir.
Because we want to know what you guys have. I've got something on my mind, but I want to see if you guys can tempt me away from it. And I'm sure Belle is finding what obscure song got to 38 by some French singer that happened to play a bit part on General Hospital in 72.
Where did the one I used last week peak?
I don't know. Which one was that again?
Debbie Boone.
Oh, that's right. Number one
for 800 weeks.
Wow.
Debbie Boone. God bless her. She's
light up.
She lives here, right?
Probably.
I know her dad does.
Yeah, her dad does. He did a thing about Charlie Kirk the other day. He may now move around. He's maybe not spry. He's definitely all there.
Good for him.
Yeah, he's still got it going on in the attic.
No doubt about that. Coming up, it's Hot Take Tuesday. We got your hot takes for the day. We got some other good stuff coming up as well. It is Chad Benson Show. Super Talk 997. Any more buttons to push, Bell? How about that, Ken? He just goes from button to button, man. And take this guy anywhere.
No, it's not. I should have just done the tease. I did the news early. Now people are going to miss it.
That's okay. We'll redo it. We'll do it 15 times. We're going to do all news. Ryan Routh. Do you think maybe they stood back for a second and said, let's see what this guy does? All right, fine. We'll stop him. I always remember that with Jeffrey Dahmer, where she started, Jeffrey! And she started walking towards him. And, they were just kind of standing there like, this could be interesting. Let's see where this goes.
Yeah, they let her.
She got real close.
She almost got to him.
He was going to he's close enough to take a bite out of her.
Who was this?
Jeffrey Dahmer. Do you remember that? When they
I remember Dahmer, but who are you talking about that was...
The Ryan Routh guy? Oh, it was the sister of one of the victims.
One of the victims,
okay.
She started screaming. Then she moved off the podium, And then she started walking towards him, and she was like, ah! And then
she was upset because he had killed her, her brother?
And they were just kind of sitting there like, well, let's see how close they can get. Let's see. This could be interesting. And then they're like, fine, we'll stop her.
Oh, okay.
What was going to happen? So Jeffrey had some problems, for those of you not keeping score. Just to let you guys know. Just a few. By the way, C.W. McCall had a couple hits there, from what I understand there. Ken.
Oh, he had more than one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Were they on the country charts?
Oh, that's a good question. Chris Cross, that's a good one. So I don't know if C.W. McCall it on the country charts, because that doesn't count. It's got to be on the Hot 100, right? That's what we're doing.
Yes.
So we're One Hit Wonder Wednesdays. If you're new to the show, you can send us all your one hit wonders that you think, oh, try this or try that. And we said C.W. McCall, and Ken's like, yeah, but now several people said, no, he had a couple hits.
I'll have to look that up. How many hits?
Oh, Mickey from Oh, Mickey, you're so fine. Remember that one? That was a
remake.
Yeah.
A song called Ricky.
She also did it in Spanish because she speaks fluent Spanish.
That doesn't surprise me.
No, so that was pretty interesting.
Yep, C.W. McCall had a string of other charting country and pop hits between
Boo.
1974 and 78. He is not a one-hit wonder.
Boo.
Old Home Filler Up and Keep On a Truckin' Cafe.
Chris Cross makes you want to jump. Those guys. Remember that?
Oh, yeah, those guys.
Those guys that wore the clothes backwards. That was their thing. That was their jam. So, but send us your one-hit wonders because we do that tomorrow. It is Hot Take Tuesday. My hot take, kind of in fuego. Pink Floyd sucks. I thought they were overrated and ridiculous. I think their albums are silly, and I think they think too much of themselves.
Man, you're just on the edge
I just
today.
put, every time it's more spice. So, more spice. Even though Ken loves Pink Floyd.
I do.
Do you love them or do you like them a lot?
I like them a lot.
Okay. So, me, I think they're awful. I think, Roger Waters is extra awful.
Yeah, he's something.
And he totally trashed Ozzy after his death.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Like,
His whole life is nothing
jerk.
but hot takes now. Like, he went from, there's a difference between saying, look, free Palestine, I want these people to be able to live their lives, and, to wearing a Nazi costume and stuff like he went sideways in a way that was so bizarre. Would you say that Gilmore said he'll never do anything again, right?
Yeah, that's after he apparently praised Nazis.
Yeah.
That's when David Gilmour said, all right, that's that.
Yeah. And then, of course, you get that, the phone call at that point in time from, Kanye saying, hey, I got a great album for you.
Let's collaborate.
Let's get together.
I got the cover design. It'll just be a swastika.
Yeah, hold on. I got to swing by and pick up Diddy. We're doing something cool tonight. Diddy. Or didn't he? We don't know. So tell us what your hot take is. But what one-hit wonder do you have? You let us know. You can tweet at me at night at Chad Benson Show if you listen to the podcast, or any of this. Just text us throughout the day because there's a lot of them you guys are sending us here. And there's because you'd be surprised how many one-hit wonders you think there is. And then you go and look. And then, of course, Bell finds the most obscure ones outside of last week.
Brother Bell, man, he's found some good.
I think our favorite was David Geddes.
Yeah, David Geddes.
Yeah, that guy. That was
Run, Joey, Run.
Yeah, so creepy.
Top 5 hit.
Then you go and read it, and you're like, oh, that's even worse. So it was about him and his daughter. Whoa, weirdos. So let us know. Send us your one-hit wonders. Got a lot of stuff going on. We'll talk a little about Trump at the UN. Bunch of other stuff straight ahead. Chad Benson. So now we're going to do it. Maybe Ken does another one. Why not? No, maybe he does a tease. We're not quite sure because Bell went early. He's got problems there. You know how premature. That's what we're talking about. Chad Benson, Super Talk 987.
Got us right back on track.
There we go. Look at the way we did that, kids.
That's the way to go, boys.
That's it, man. That's the way as a team. Man, a lot of you guys
drive the car right off the cliff and then back up.
It's okay. You know what? This is how you know we're semi-professional. because we're able to fix something that we broke. By we mean Bell. Because Ken and I could do nothing about that.
Actually, I should have just done the tease.
Well, I tried to say something. I thought you were going to stop, and you were joking, and then you just went. And then Bell and I were like, woo! It was great.
Yeah, I'll take my lumps when I screw up.
Patrick Swayze, she's like the win for the one-hit wonder.
Yes, that's right. That's a great one-hit wonder.
Oh, my Lord. Nobody puts baby in the corner. You know,
Nobody.
I do. 40-year-old man messing around with my 16-year-old daughter, you weirdo. When you look back at that movie, you think, oof, it doesn't fit today, but it was the 50s. So, but that was a great, she's like
that
the
was
win.
set in the 50s?
Yeah, I think it was set in the 50s.
I think it was set in the 50s.
Oh,
yes.
wow. I never noticed that before.
Yeah. If I ever went anywhere and there was people broke out in song and dance, I'd run. Unless, like that kind of song and dance. Like a musical.
So you're not a big fan of being in a flash mob or anything?
No. You know what? You guys maybe have seen this. There is one, like, song thing that's out there right now. It is Queen. It is what you consider a flash mob. It's different, though, that's a flash mob, right? Because it's people singing Bohemian Rhapsody. So it's like in a European village, and I'm telling you guys, it is so amazing. Like the windows, it looks like a little, everybody's in the square, and these windows open up, and these people come out, and they start singing Bohemian Rhapsody. And then the windows above them come open, and then another people come out. And then all of a sudden, you see these people that are like reading books. They pick up instruments, and they start playing, and it is incredible to watch. And this guy, this Irish guy with red hair, flaming out of his eyes, he's look crazy. He sounds just like Freddie. Just incredible. But no, I would never do anything other than that. There's a movie out. We like talking about movies and pop culture here on our show. That is, I think it's on Netflix, and it stars one of the Peels. I think it's Key. He and his girlfriend get stuck in a world that's a musical. They walk over a bridge on accident, and they hate musicals. And it is hilarious. It is hilarious.
That dude cracks me up.
Oh,
man.
he is so funny. Have you seen Key and Peele? Did you see their movie about the cat?
No.
It was kind of like John Wick, but it was with a cat. It is so hilarious. It's a full movie, too. It's great. A lot of you guys chiming in on One Hit Wonder Wednesday. Mississippi Queen by Mountain. Respect Yourself by Bruce Willis.
That's right, Bruce Willis.
Corey Hart, I think, had one more hit. So, because I wear my sunglasses tonight. Somebody's seen the flash mob. Bohemian Rhapsody, you guys have seen it. It's incredible. If you guys have not seen it. Terry Jacks, Season in the Sun.
Oh, yeah.
The Year 2525 by Zager and Evans.
Yes, I freaking love that song. Very psychedelic.
Skilo, If I Was a Baller. If I was a baller. A little bit taller. Oh, that is such a great song. Skilo. That is so awesome. That is really, if you guys ever heard that song, that is a perfect one-hit wonder. If I was a baller.
Wish I was taller. I wish I was a baller.
Oh, that is so awesome. So it's one-hit wonder tomorrow. We did our hot takes earlier. Many of you agree with me about Pink Floyd. Eddie Murphy, My Girl Wants to Party All the Time.
Yep.
Was great. Do you remember the other song that he had that was so awful?
No.
Boogie in Your Butt?
Oh, yeah.
It's a boogie in your butt.
In all fairness, though, that was really a Rick James record that he was just singing lead on.
Yeah, that was so funny, though. That was so funny. Put a dinosaur bone in your butt.
No, I mean,
phone in your
party all the time. My Girl Wants to Party All the Time. That was a Rick James record that he sang lead on, even though it was under his name.
I'm Rick James.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug. He was so awesome. If you've never seen Chappelle, Cisco, the thong song.
Cisco.
Oh, my God. That's right.
I was in a Memphis radio station visiting a program director, and he came in to do an interview. And like an idiot, he left his cell phone he was charging it, and he left it up front in the lobby.
Yeah.
And somebody that was there to get an autograph, there was a crowd of like maybe 15 people. One of them stole it.
Oh. That is so awesome. Ram Jam. We did Ram Jam already, which is a great one. So many good ones. Somebody asked us White Girl Wednesday. Oh, yeah, we've got so many from her. You have no. We've had so many from her that, like, I could do a month of White Girl Wednesday.
Yes.
Yeah. She's spectacular. She is. She's been on fire lately, too. So let you guys know that. Bullet Boys, smooth to you.
Oh, yeah, Bullet Boys.
Yeah.
Smooth up in ya.
Oh, yeah. There's Rockwell. Somebody watching me. That should be Palantir's new song. I saw that Trump, did you see what Trump just said? He told Zelensky, you guys should try to take back all of your land.
Yeah, he says, in fact, he says they can.
Well, I'm
Trump
waiting.
says he believes Ukraine can win back all of its territory.
How do you think that happens? Just out of curiosity, I'm curious. Like I'm spitballing here, Trump. Show me how that's happening. We've run out of people. We have 60-year-olds and pregnant women fighting at this point in time. And while the weapons are amazing, and this shows you how pissed he is at Putin.
Yeah, because
Putin doesn't care.
He's changed his tone.
Because Putin played him, and Putin's not afraid of him.
The odd thing is, though, everybody talks about Ukraine being on the ropes. But every time they say that, all of a sudden they get some decisive victory somewhere. Like they destroyed one of their drone factories, Russia's drone factories yesterday.
And now with them, and they're testing. They've gone over to Estonia. They've done some stuff. Today they were over Oslo with drones or whatever. They're pushing the envelope to see. I talked to my buddy Mike Lyons, military analyst today, and he and I were chatting about this. He said, 4 or 5 weeks ago, I would have said, no, but now Putin doesn't respect him, and it's evident that he is probing. He wants to see what we're willing to do. Would we be willing to back up Article 5, especially if they did something like Estonia, or if they went in through Belarus and tried to, even though Ukraine's not it, just said, hey, we're heading straight to Kyiv now. What would we do? And, like Trump came out today and he said, look, Europe's got to stop buying stuff. Yeah, they do, except for the fact that it's still about India. India doesn't care. And China doesn't care. We've talked about this. China doesn't care. They're going to feed their people, and they're going to keep them clothed and warm.
Yep.
It's going to happen. So I don't know how you think that there would be a way to take back all that land. How you would go about doing it. Because that's going to what that takes is men that you don't have. Even if we could supply you with stuff, that is men that you don't have. And he doesn't have a military worth a damn. He has bodies. That's it. You're going to the front to die. You're not going to the front for anything other than that. And the thought that you could take it back, and he also told NATO to shoot down anything that flies over your country, which I don't have a problem with. If you're flying over somebody's airspace like that,
especially under the circumstances where he's probing for reactions.
Yes.
It's like, okay, fly into our airspace. Here's our reaction.
And he wants to see if NATO is willing to step up. And maybe this is the kick in the grundle he needs. Or maybe he takes it as something a little bit more, provocative and say, okay, that's what you're going to do. Fine. But you went over Oslo today. By the way, Norway is not in this fight. Norway is not fighting you at all. So very interesting indeed. One Hit Wonder Wednesday tomorrow. Or hot takes. We're going to do our we got White Girl Wednesday. She's off the chain. I don't even know what to say at this point in time. She's crazy fun. And of course, today was Hot Take Tuesday. Belle, what was your hot take?
Peas are a garbage food, and they ruin any dish they're put into.
Yeah, that's what he thinks. I know.
Except if you put ketchup on them.
Ketchup, like mayonnaise, is a savor of all things, as we all know. Ken, yours?
Spiders get a bad reputation just because they look spooky and creepy.
Is it the arms?
It is.
Right.
And the fact that they'll bite you.
Yeah, and they're fuzzy.
But they're really actually, you know what spider I actually do like, and I will actually play with them?
What?
Those little jumping spiders.
Oh, yeah.
I love those little fat jumping spiders.
Those are cool.
They've never bit me.
Yeah. I've had tons of tarantulas, having exotic pets and whatnot throughout my life.
They never bit you, did they?
No, I never got bit by. Now, there was one, I had a Goliath bird eater. Yeah. Which is the big Brazilian
That's a big
spider.
boy. Yeah.
I would not touch her for anything in the world. I wouldn't. She liked rats.
She had an attitude.
Yes. And even when you'd go to feed her, she would shoot off her little hairs in the back and stuff.
Oh,
She had a bad attitude.
That's dangerous.
Yeah,
man.
she was not a friendly. She was gorgeous. But, all the rest of I've had just about everything. Same thing. I did it yesterday because that guy that got eaten by the tiger. I did a show because I've had all these exotic, and everybody was asking me, Chad, what kind of pet cat could you have? I'm like, first of all, don't get a pet cat, a big one like that. Secondly, if you were forced to get one, you get a cheetah. 'Cause you can train them. They can become almost like kittens. But still, there's so many exotic animals you can get out there. And I'll tell you what, you know what else is amazing? Scorpions.
Ooh,
you get emperor scorpions. Those are awesome.
I wouldn't touch those.
Those are great. And you know what's neat about them, too? And you put them in the black light, and they're green. It's awesome.
Love It First Sting was their best album.
Yeah, Scorpions. That was a good one. That's the band I saw the other day that was awful.
Really?
Where?
Oh, they were on, one of the YouTube. He's all, Park.
Oh, man. Klaus Meine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't he have something wrong with his throat anyways a long time ago?
He's actually had surgery for nodules more than once.
Yeah, so.
Man, that Love at First Sting, that was a hell of an album.
Yeah.
I mean, I wore that cassette out.
That was a good album. That was.
Actually got to see them in Munich, which is their hometown.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was it massive? That feels like one of those places where they're like playing Olympic Stadium and there's like 100,000 people there.
They were playing in the arena, but it was jam packed.
Were they good then?
It was probably, I would say it was probably a 25,000 seat arena.
Yeah, they were. Take me. They were awesome. He had a voice. But here's the thing about those bands, those hard rock bands, they have those voices that are amazing. But man, I feel like there's a limited shelf life with that kind of music. That voice where you can stretch it so long.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, coming up, we're going to wrap it up. We got the welcome mat coming on in here. And again, One Hit Wonder Wednesday. You can tweet at me all day at Chad Benson Show. And let me know what your one hit wonder is for tomorrow. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 997.
Race.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a personality that's going to win.
No, not at all. Not at all, baby. We were actually talking real stuff there. Look at you, sharp-dressed man, today.
Hello.
You look like you go bowling in the 50s or on a yacht. Either way, you're a winner.
Either way, I feel like a winner. I feel good. I put this shirt on this morning. I said to myself, Chad's going to like this shirt.
Love it. Fantastic.
That's what I'm doing now. That's where my life is. I'm getting dressed in the morning, wondering if Chad's going to approve.
And looking skinny.
Yeah, he is, man. I tell you what.
I don't know. I'm not. I don't think I'm losing any more weight. I want to.
That shirt's from the American Institute of Designer Shirts.
The American Institute of Designer Shirts.
AIDS.
Belle's way of complimenting someone.
Yeah.
This is Belle's way, okay? And I know Headless Belle. You know Headless Belle.
Yes.
We love Headless Belle.
We do.
You have to know him is to love him. His way of complimenting me, this is like 2 weeks ago. He goes, "Hey, do you have AIDS?" I said, "What?" He said, "You heard me." I said, "What does that mean?" He goes, "You're skinny." I was like, "Belle, don't say that."
So, and you got the 80s AIDS. It's a different kind.
Mm-hmm. Is that accurate?
That's pretty
Yeah.
So let me tell you what happened yesterday. Big boss, Allison, comes up here. And she goes, "Hey, guys, how you doing?" Belle turns around and goes, "Look at you. You're looking fit and thin and trim."
Oh, my. What?
That's what he says. And she goes, and he looks at her and he goes, he goes, "Don't worry, you don't have to lie." She goes, "Good, because I don't want to lie."
That's awesome.
Oh, goodness.
You look awful. That's what she wanted to say.
That's it. But
you look like Belle.
What are you talking about today?
I mean, obviously we're getting. Have you ever had one of those days where there's something that you want to talk about, and you're not quite ready to be able to talk about it, but you have to. At least you're so excited about talking about it, you have to address it. There's something that is going on in Tennessee politics that I don't know what to do with it except to talk about it. And I'm going to try to figure out a way to do that.
So it's...
I'm being so cryptic right now.
Is it not... Do you feel like you have to add some more ingredients to it to make it perfect, or is it...
I feel like I need a few more pieces of information to add to the pot in order to create something that is consumable on air. Otherwise, I might get accused of... I don't want to jump the gun on any of this.
Okay. You want to make sure you measure twice, cut once.
There are salacious rumors.
Oh, I love those.
Going on right now involving those. Tennessee politics.
Oh, yeah.
On Capitol Hill, involving people in the General Assembly. And it's insane right now.
Oh, I feel like there's all kinds of good stuff.
There's so much good, Chad, you don't even know.
Oh, people are having affairs. There's sex going on. It's all happening. They're adults, though.
They're grown people.
They're grown people. They get their freak on.
This is America.
Yep.
Do what you want. Mind your own. But when people start getting fired or reassigned.
Oh. Maybe you just
it's the Nixon doctrine. The Nixon doctrine, Matt Murphy Nixon doctrine. It's not what Nixon did that caused him to resign. It's the cover-up.
Cover-up always get you. Right?
So that's where I'm
get you.
That's where I'm starting
maybe
the show.
You just sprinkle like an appetizer.
Get a little something.
Little something. Just and then say, and just bring it back every once in a while and then say, come on, baby birds. And then really hit them hard.
That's what I'm going to do.
All right. Matt's got it. The salaciousness straight ahead. And One Hit Wonder Wednesday tomorrow. You guys have a good one.